Minnesota man was arrested for killing a jogger with his SUV. Police observed the driver acting odd and subjected him to a field sobriety test, which he failed. But then he passed the breathalyzer test. How can this possibly be? Well, this is a terrible situation. Obviously, a gentleman was killed. This is very, very sad. But interestingly, 3 days later, doctors found he had 4 tumors growing on his brain. The driver who killed the pedestrian had 4 tumors growing on his brain. He was initially arrested. I understand now out getting treatment. But it raises so many interesting issues and concerns. Obviously, this gentleman was acting inebriated because of the brain tumors, killed someone in the process. So obviously, number one, could he possibly face charges after he's been treated? And legally, what happens in a scenario like this?
In this case, you know, I think that to find him guilty of vehicular manslaughter, there has to be gross negligence. And somebody who doesn't know they have lesions and doesn't know that as a result of the lesions, they're not safe to drive, there's no way you can find them guilty of a crime because they have no knowledge. Now, gross negligence is not just when you're drunk driving. You could be doing your nails, your makeup, shaving, and driving.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah, distracted driving. So it could be completely a legal act, but while driving.
So let me ask you this, because this case is so sad. It's so sad because someone died and the other gentleman found out he has brain tumors. Nothing good there. However, we are seeing more and more individuals use a medical excuse for committing crimes. How in the legal world, sometimes in the medical world, we can't even really make sense of, well, are they using this as an excuse? Or is this legitimately the reason that they committed this?
Yeah, good question, but I guess
I'm too much caffeine, too much sugar, too much.
But those are not. Those will never.
I was sleepwalking. I was.
Yeah, but this guy, when they asked him, when they pulled him over, he actually said, "I don't have a medical condition." He really didn't know.
Well, he didn't apparently even remember hitting the pedestrian.
Yeah. I mean, he feels terrible. I mean, he even went as far as to say, "I wish I was the dead guy," you know.
And the one other thing I would like to add here, and this is important, before I ever became a doctor, I was once in a gym parking lot. I had just left the gym, and I was walking across the parking lot, and all of a sudden a car floored it. Full speed, tire spinning, full speed, rams into 3 other cars. And was having a seizure. The point was, before I even became a doctor, I realized why we always have to be on high alert. If you're walking or driving on your bike, you always have to be aware because sometimes things happen, whether it could be a seizure, a brain tumor, or some other untoward circumstance. That's why we always have to just be aware. This case is so very sad. We feel so bad for family members of Scott Spoo who died in this, and Peter Burrs, the 6-year-old lawyer, we wish him well. We hope that his brain tumors will be treated. He was released with no charge after the blood tested negative for any drugs or alcohol. We'll be right back.